What's up, everybody? Welcome to this episode of the B3 podcast. I'm your host, Brett. I got Chris, the artist formerly known as Heavy C. I got multiple injuries, Matt, and we have Tanner, the head. It's weekly pick day. Last week, I think we picked all the same people, didn't we?
No, I think I picked...
You picked Michigan.
Yep.
Tanner and I picked Illinois. Illinois. But yeah, it was mostly the same. Matt obviously had his super picks in there.
Fucking crushed it.
All right, tonight's game, Rutgers at USC. USC is picked by 14.5. I'm going to go with Rutgers.
I'm going with USC. Time.
I think Rutgers is tired of fucking losing.
It's going west, man. Going west is hard from the East Coast.
I'm picking SC too.
Is it a morning game?
It's tonight.
It's tonight. It's the
So
10,
probably-
10
That would
p.m.
be the
game.
Tonight game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah,
be
I mean, that shouldn't
bedtime.
be too far off.
Who do you think it's going to do? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Matt doesn't know dick.
Oh, I know.
Washington at Indiana. Indiana is only picked by 7. I believe Indiana.
Washington at Indiana.
Yeah, I believe Indiana's going to win.
I think Indiana's going to win too.
You got Indy also.
Yeah.
It's pretty painful.
And then Illinois at Oregon. They have Oregon picked by 25. I know we don't do points, but 25 is a lot. I don't think they're going to beat Indiana by 25.
Illinois.
25.
Or Illinois. I'm sorry, Illinois. Yeah. Yeah, they have Oregon by 25. Now, I did print these out on like
But still,
Tuesday or whatever it was. It might be. But still, Illinois is playing some pretty decent
What
ball.
time is that game?
It is the 2:30 game.
Okay.
It's not like a 3-hour flight for Illinois. That's not like a...
It's 2 hours back though. It does. I mean, if it's a noon game, it's like
But still.
yeah,
I mean, it's like them playing an 11 o'clock game.
yeah.
Or no, it'd be like the night game, basically.
12 o'clock.
Yeah. So, yeah.
Well, they're not going to win. I don't think Oregon's winning by 25. I think Oregon will win.
Yeah. I know we don't do points, but yeah, I just thought that seemed like a lot.
That's a metric shit ton of
I
points.
wonder what the odds are now. Because those would have been.
Are you looking
closer
right now?
to, like,
I am
you
looking.
know,
Are you sure it wasn't 2.5?
Give me a second.
That's 25. The over-under is 54.
Good Lord. That's a lot of points.
Yeah.
I mean, Nebraska is only.
What are you
favored
looking
to-
at? Moses'
getting there.
scribe over there? Jesus.
Chill out. Washington, Indiana. Where we at?
Illinois, Oregon.
Illinois, Oregon.
Yeah.
It's loading.
Illinois origami.
Fuck. Come on, Jamie.
Fucking guys on dial-up over here.
I don't see the spread.
You got
Where's it at?
T-Mobile?
I'll get it. Never mind. It's fine.
This is great radio.
Jesus. This radio science.
Isn't it supposed to be on this?
It's
thing?
22.5 now.
Yeah, I've been bought down quite a bit, but I mean,
Yeah.
I think Oregon's going to win, but
Yeah, I
since
think
we don't
Oregon.
do points,
I think we're going to win that one, too.
points would be a lot harder.
Chris, are you taking Oregon or Illinois?
No, I'm going to take Oregon.
Northwestern at Iowa.
Iowa.
I feel like Iowa's going to win that, too. Iowa is picked by 13.5.
Iowa.
Here's one, though. Maryland at Minnesota.
I think Minnesota's going to win.
Minnesota's picked by 4.5. They have the same records now, though. They're both 4 and
Who'd
3.
Maryland just beat last week?
Maryland just played and beat USC 29-28. And didn't USC beat Minnesota?
Nope.
No,
Minnesota
they beat
USC.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
USC at the end of the game.
So ESPN has Minnesota at a 61% chance of winning. I think it's at home for Minnesota.
I'm going to go Maryland.
All right. Your life. You got
Didn't I already say?
You got Minnesota?
Minnesota, yeah.
Here's the one I think could be tricky. Penn State at Wisconsin. Penn State by 6.5.
Penn State.
I think Wisconsin can win that.
Okay, are you picking it?
Yeah, I
I
am.
just love how you say can.
Yeah.
Like you always hedge your bets. Just say the fucking winner.
I'm picking
Yeah.
Penn State.
Yeah, well,
Quit.
we're to be fucking losers.
You know the Big Ten has 3 of the top 4 teams right now?
I know, but I think Penn State might be a smidge overrated at number 3.
Maybe.
Michigan State at Michigan.
Oh, that's a good one.
I think Michigan is going to win. Michigan is picked by 5, and they are, what are they, 4-2 right now? Michigan, you can't come off a national championship and not make a fucking bowl game. They need 2 more wins, and their schedule is not like super favoring.
It's 3.5 right now, actually.
Is it?
Mm-hmm. Michigan by 3.5.
Like Michigan's schedule is Michigan State, Oregon, Indiana,
These people
Northwestern, Ohio State.
It was at 5.
It
So
was
everybody's
at
betting Michigan
Everyone's
State.
betting Michigan.
I'm taking,
Yeah.
yeah, I'll take Michigan. But yeah, so Michigan has to win this game and hopefully the Northwestern game
Where's it at?
Michigan.
Yeah, it's Michigan. I'll bet Michigan. I'm going with Michigan.
I'll take Michigan because I feel like that coach. I mean, they got to win. I get it's like the in-state rivalry, and Michigan State wants to win. They're coming off the win against
I'm gonna
Iowa.
go Michigan State.
But yeah, I think, dude, you can't fucking. What you're going Michigan State? I'm sorry. You can't fucking win a national championship and then not make a fucking bowl game.
Michigan State's playing a little bit better. They have the old Oregon State coach who's pretty solid.
We had the old Oregon State coach for a while too, and that went poorly for
Yeah,
us.
they have the upgraded version of Mike Riley.
But no, I just think because Michigan,
We had the
they don't have
Timu version.
they don't have the near as many opportunities to get the 2 wins that they need
Yeah,
because that's a rough schedule for them.
that is fucking rough.
Because then they got Oregon at Michigan, Michigan at Indiana, Northwestern at Michigan, and then Michigan at Ohio State.
Who's the Indiana play this week? Who was that?
Indiana, Washington.
Washington, sorry.
Man, the only way that because Washington's tough. I'm not saying they're great, but they're tough. And Indiana is being said. This is like one of those sleeper losses. You know what I mean? Like in between a big game they had in Nebraska, and then Michigan next week.
So you think
No, I'm still going to take Indiana, but I think that could be like a sleepy start. For
I mean, they're only giving Indiana, 7. And, that's at home. So you're getting like 2 or 3 points just for being home.
yeah. I mean, that's gonna
And they're giving Michigan. Did the points change on Michigan, you said?
3.5. 3.5.
2.5.
And that's just for being at home.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take them. And then we have Nebraska at Ohio State.
Nebraska.
Tanner still thinks Nebraska's going to be 10-2.
Ohio State's going to win that game.
It's going to be worse than last.
So here's what I compare it to.
I don't think it's going to be
Against
worse than last
Indiana,
week.
they had Indiana by 6.5. They beat us 56-7. They have Ohio State by 25.5. So is that like 70-0?
Well, yeah.
I heard some predictions earlier talking to some other guys, and they said 56-0. So it's like 63 basically.
I said 63-7 when we started.
I'm gonna pick Nebraska.
Of course he is.
Good for you.
Hey, my prediction can't be wrong yet until we have 3 losses.
What did you find wrong in last week's game?
Everything.
And Chris did ask Tanner if, because he's a bandwagon fan, if he's now an Indiana fan. The way he dropped the Bears.
First off,
Tanner's already got the fucking quarterback of Indiana's jersey at home.
first off, when it comes to Nebraska, I'm a Nebraska fan of everything. I'm Nebraska baseball, softball, volleyball, basketball. I've been a Nebraska basketball.
You're not a Creighton baseball fan?
I fucking hate Creighton.
Whoa.
The fucking J Skurs, like no.
The J-Skers.
J Skur fans, they're all Nebraska fans during the football season, and they're Creighton fans.
Creighton doesn't have a football team. Who the fuck are they supposed
I
to
don't
go?
give a fuck. You should be a Nebraska basketball fan. I've been fucking sitting here being a Nebraska basketball fan, and we have sucked since Danny Nee.
Well, why didn't you give up? You gave up on the Bears.
Because I don't care about the pro football.
That's not true. If you could blow Patrick Mahomes right now, you would.
Well, Patrick Mahomes is great.
Did you fucking? He didn't deny it either.
His eyes even lit up.
He was like, "Oh
He's
my
the best
god,
quarterback. He's the greatest quarterback of all time.
that is not true."
That is true.
And their
There's no
three-peat
way.
is might be get squashed by the Ravens.
Okay, the Ravens do worry me. The Ravens are a good fucking team. Now, just to remind you, Lamar has never beat Mahomes,
The first time for everything.
and he's awfully bad in the playoffs. But they do scare the shit out of me because fucking Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson are a hard
Yeah,
combo.
Derrick Henry, so you have to remember the guy's almost 1,000 yards rushing already.
Jesus, like
guy's a fucking
that's
monster.
a tough combo.
Yeah,
But, I mean-
it depends on if the Chiefs star players, the officials, show up
Oh, fuck
for those
off.
games.
So basically, what we've established is Tanner's now an Indiana fan.
I bleed Husker red, unlike the rest of you who fucking are picking them to lose.
Realist. I don't want him to lose, but
I don't want him to
don't
lose.
see
You
there's
want him to
any
lose.
fucking
I don't
way
want him to
they
lose
win
any of
that
these
game.
games, but you're playing Ohio State, who has beat a lot of good teams. They did lose to Oregon.
Who have they beat that's good?
Oh my God. Get the fuck out of here. Who has Nebraska beat that's good?
Nobody.
Themselves.
Colorado. Colorado's not terrible.
Colorado's probably going to have a better record than Nebraska.
Maybe.
I don't think they play many good teams either, though.
Hey, man, I'm just saying. Nebraska isn't stacking the deck on great teams right now.
Arizona's like real good, so You know.
UTEP.
Yeah. Well, okay. That was at the beginning of the fucking season.
Everyone does that.
Yeah.
Dingleberry.
So, but Arizona is who Colorado just beat.
How much did they beat him by?
I don't know. I know they won because I saw that.
Like by a lot? Like more than we
Let's
beat
see.
Purdue by?
You are a hater.
I'm not a hater.
You are a fucking hater.
Yeah.
I'm just fucking being.
So I got Nebraska. The rest of you bitches got Ohio State.
I don't think there's really another fucking choice.
Well, there's two.
They handled.
Well, maybe there's three based on your fucking probabilities over here.
They beat Arizona 34-7. They lost to Kansas State the week before, 31-28. But Kansas State's ranked.
And then there comes in that.
Hey, we've
stat.
only lost to two teams, and they're both ranked. I'm just saying.
Well, the Nebraska loses to all ranked teams.
Apparently for like the last 20 years, but
Yeah.
it's beyond that.
I mean, this could be some crazy upset from Nebraska. This could be the game they need to go.
And they fucking go on their fucking win streak and finish 10-2, buddy.
Colorado does only have 2 losses, but they don't have a great rest of. I mean, Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Utah, and Kansas.
Hey, a bowl game's a bowl game,
I
man.
bet they'll beat Oklahoma State.
The 6 wins for a bowl game is kind of stupid, actually. It should have to be a better record than that, but
They can't fill the bowl games that they do.
well,
Nebraska made a bowl game going 5-7. Because
I know, they
we
got the academic bowl.
Yeah.
Got like 35 bowl games.
There's like a 407 million.
at this point, I don't understand how you don't play in a bowl game. Like,
We don't finish. We haven't played since 2018, so
yeah, there's just so many. It's just the
Or
crazy. there's that
16.
many- There's that many teams.
16. I don't know. It's been a minute.
So you think? What do you think the score's going to be, Tanner?
Well, if we win, it's
No,
gonna-
you said you're going to win, so you got to say.
So if Nebraska wins, it's going to be ugly. Going to be an ugly game. Lots of turnovers. Maybe a pick 6.
From Ohio State turnovers?
Yeah, Ohio State's going to have to turn the ball over.
Yep.
So I'm going to go 19-12, Nebraska. I mean, if we're going to pick the upset, we're picking a fucked up score too.
Wow.
You try to back into the math, like that's possible, right? We can get to that score. Yes, okay.
2016 is the last time the Huskers won a bowl game.
Yeah.
Was it, what bowl was it? The Tax
The
Theater?
Music City Bowl.
Ooh, Nashville.
Against Tennessee. We lost 38-24. The last win was against UCLA at the Foster Farms Bowl in 2015.
We'll see what UCLA does this weekend.
37-20.
Or they got a bye week. Or they got a bye week this week.
Yeah.
Barely lost SC in the Holiday Bowl in 2014. Beat Georgia in the Gator Bowl in 2014.
Now, if Nebraska goes 5-7, what does that mean for the coaching staff?
They'll still be here.
You don't think Satterfield's going to get fired?
Satterfield will go away, probably.
And the special teams coach? Because we don't really have special teams at this point, obviously.
So what I hope Rule does, and this is my wish, is at the Iowa game, he just walks across the field and he goes to the Iowa special teams coach and says, however much money you need to come to Nebraska, it's here for you. Can I hire you right now? And then he just brings them over. Because Iowa has great special teams all the fucking time. I don't know how they do it. It's fucking, they're phenomenal.
What if they get blown out 3 or 4 more games? What's that mean for the coaching staff?
I think Rule's got a clean house if that happens. He's going to have to get rid of everybody.
I don't know if he, well,
Maybe
I
not
look
the
at it-
defensive coach, but the offensive coordinator and the special teams dude needs to, for sure.
well,
I mean,
move on.
that special teams guy's gone. He's a nice guy, the old guy.
I mean, I get Pliny.
That's
Some people
great.
don't like Pliny, but Pliny won 9 games and got blown out by Ohio State and Wisconsin.
Yeah, but
and they
they're
fired him.
still running a jet sweep on. Wisconsin's still running the jet sweep on us for 7 billion yards.
I'm just saying. So I think the boosters who control a lot of this, who they don't like to lose, but they really don't like to get blown out.
Yeah, I
So,
don't think Rule's going anywhere.
and that'd be 2 seasons at 5-7 if he doesn't make a bowl.
I just don't think Rule's going anywhere. Not this year.
What do you think? The OC and the special teams
I think
coach are gone?
Satterfield. Well, yeah, the special teams guy's already fired probably. And Satterfield. Here's the thing.
He didn't have very good stats the other day when they were asking him questions. He didn't have very good answers.
I don't really care about. I mean, that's fine. He's maybe a shitty press conference. I don't know, but like the problem is that if they man us, like we have a hard time getting off the defender. So if they play man on us, we have a hard time getting off the defender. So like, is that Satterfield's problem or is that our receiver's problem? That's the question,
Well, he's
right?
in charge
Like,
of the receivers coach, so
I know, but do we just need better receivers? I mean, like we do have some people who can get separation, Barney and Lloyd, but like if you watch some of the passes that Raiola throws, like that one to Fedoni, like in the first half where we were driving down again, that thing was like it's almost impossible to put that ball. Like he has the arm, but why aren't they fucking open? That's my question. Is like we see people running open all in pro football, college football all the time.
Do you think it's route running? Do you think it's speed? Or do you think it's strength? Like they can't get off the jam?
I think it's speed.
You think it's speed? I think it's a little bit of strength too. Like they're getting jammed too hard at the line, and they're not
like
be able to break free.
Like Nair, I don't know. Nair and Banks are both pretty decent sized kids. I mean, Lloyd's small. Ja'Cory Barney's tiny.
Just because you're big doesn't mean you're using it.
True.
Yeah.
But
I think the schemes are terrible. The offensive schemes are bad.
I don't know because you need a running back that can make someone miss, right? And I just don't see that. We don't have a running back who can make someone miss.
Well, they can't follow a block either.
Right.
And Fedoni can't block apparently.
Fedoni cannot block apparently.
But you heard the thing with like they were talking about Urban Meyer watched the film before the bye week and watched the Illinois or the Indiana game. And he was like, Nebraska changed no schemes. You could call the defense just off what they brought out. He's like, because they changed no formations, nothing.
Yep.
And your trick play can't be like, we're going to bring Heinrich in because everybody already knows he's going to run.
Yeah, but he still runs for 8 yards every time.
But no, but my thing is, let Heinrich play a series. Let him throw a ball. Even if he gets hit, at least you have like some kind of like suspense there. You know what I mean? Like, is Heinrich going to throw? Is he going to fucking...
The problem is our best running play is a speed sweep to Ja'Cory Barney or Lloyd. Like, that's our best running play. And we do it in the fucking red zone all the time, which I don't know if you watch much football. There's not a whole lot of reversing in the red zone, and that's the only way we score touchdowns running.
I think what would help them is I think they need some better pass protection for Raiola to get some people. But I think that you got to let Heinrich, if you're going to put him in there, let him play a series so it catches him off guard because...
But I don't know how much pass protection, like those...
He has enough time to get rid of the ball.
He has enough time.
He has enough time. I think
So
it is
either
more about
receivers
the
need to
route
separate,
running or the-
he needs to throw it away, or he needs to take his first read. These are the options.
So it's on him then.
Part of it is on him, but he is, I mean, but he's
I guess he's a redshirt freshman. I understand.
No, he's a true freshman.
Or sorry, I mean he's a true freshman.
Yeah, he's
I'm sorry,
fucking 18, 19 years old. He is the only freshman in the entire country with a pro football rating of over 70 as a quarterback. So, I mean, I think he makes a lot of good reads. So but part of it is on him. Like, but part of it's also on receivers have to separate. Like, if you've ever played quarterback or ever been back there, like, receivers have to separate or you have to throw the fucking ball where you hope they're going to be.
Hope.
So, hope.
That's what I mean, it's watching Raiola play. I will say this for the longest time watching Husker football.
I think he's
and
a good quarterback. He looks good.
Watching every time you'd see the quarterback drop back and go to throw the ball, you're like, oh God, here we go.
Except for Ron Kellogg, baby. Fucking Hail Mary.
Every
End
time-
zone.
I don't feel
The
that way
fact that
every
he can
time
only throw
Raiola
the ball
drops back.
50 yards in the air is pathetic.
I was right on that end zone line too when fucking
He
Westerkamp
gave
caught
it
it.
everything he had and only got it 50 yards in the air.
Hey man, touchdown.
Winner,
Come back.
winning,
Touchdown.
old Northwestern.
Well, we'll see what happens. I'm sure after this game, if it goes poorly, there's going to be some decisions made.
It's gonna go poorly. Let's be honest. I mean,
It's not like Nebraska's never fired some coaches mid-season, so I could
Should they
see.
be punished if they get their shit stomped in from Ohio State?
Well, because it'd be 2 weeks in a row.
Right, but you're also playing against a team that should be crushing you.
No, I know, but I'm just saying if it wasn't 2 weeks in a row,
Right, but if you played like a team, right? If
if it wasn't 2 weeks in a row and this wasn't your whatever consecutive loss,
but I don't think that matters. You're talking about the quality of the team. If it was two teams that are close to you in rating and stuff, and you get stomped by both of them, sure.
I think it's all about the stomping. Like if it looks like there's some moments of hope, I think that would be
Well-
okay. But if you just get completely shit
Right, but
stomped,
that's like if you have like a number 1 team play a number 20 team, right? And that number 20 team, so they get beat handed, like they get beat by 14, right? They're
14 is fine.
right, but
49 is not.
But if you're but we're not even ranked anymore, right? So
no, not
But
even.
we were like 25th,
we were 25th,
26th, 25th,
right?
in
And
the,
so now
whatever.
so we're way down, but like people would expect a significant spread. So then what would dictate a stomping? Is that 21?
To me, it's not necessarily the score; it's how it looks.
That's what I.
Right,
That's
so
and,
how
and
I
they
feel about it, too.
they have to not quit. And like I told Brett on Monday, anyone who's been in this program for the last 5 years, I would bench Like something's in their head. It's like, woe is me. It's
Well,
happening.
you might
again.
as well see if the second team's got some skills.
Just-
Let's put them out there.
I would be playing young dudes.
Yeah, see what they got.
I'm tired of like my thing is I don't want you to fold. I don't care if you lose. I don't want you to fold. And
So
they
if you
folded.
if you got beat by 40 points, but you're out there, you're busting it, you're really not making mistakes, you're just fucking outclassed by a significantly better team. Does that signify a stomping?
Well, I mean,
like,
you got
you-
your ass kicked.
Right, but I'm saying like
There's still
if
a
you're
scoreboard.
But if you're playing to the maximum potential of the talent that you have,
But
You
that's
need
what
more
I'm saying. I
talent.
think Nebraska's talent level is pretty high. I
Yeah,
think they have a pretty decent talent level on some key positions. There's just some kind of execution
right,
issues
like
out there.
Ohio State probably has markedly higher talent across the board than us.
yes, they have a $20 million roster. It's $20 million NIL this year.
Perfect. But I'm
What's
saying, like,
Nebraska's
just because
NIL?
like they get stomped and stuff, like we should get crushed by Ohio State.
I don't think we should. But like, if you get beat by 21 and they score like 14 points late in the game, and you were only down by 7, Illinois against Penn State, like they had that thing pretty close and ended up losing by 14, right? But at least it felt like you had a chance. Like one play could do it.
Right, like if each touchdown is 2 or 3 plays, bad. But if they have to make a 4 or 5 minute drive to score, and then we get the ball for 2-3 minutes, something like that, and then maybe turn it over on downs, then they make another 5-6 minute drive. Like, does that constitute effort? Like, is that? I'm just saying, like, to say that they should be punished because.
Well, I think like in that instance, I think there is some problem with your offensive coordinator. Like, you know what I mean? If you can't maintain some drive, even if you don't score, but if you can get some first downs, okay. But if you're just like constantly 3 and out,
Yeah, if you're 3 and out, but I'm saying assume they get some assume they get some first down.
which in the Indiana game, a lot of the times they were like 3 and out.
Right.
Well-
so that's poor performance.
Well, 4 and out because we fucking
Well, the thing is like in the Indiana game, like I want to know, like, because it's also kids and it's also momentum. Like if Dowdell doesn't fumble, what happens? You know what I mean? Like, but what I don't want to see is them tucking tail and folding, and that's what happened.
yeah.
Our
I mean-
NIL budget's less than 10 million, which is a lot smaller than the larger.
Ohio State's was 20.
It says it's
Which is
it's
crazy 'cause
less than
Nebraska
10
got
million,
money.
which is smaller than some of their Big Ten rivals. However, the Huskers are playing to catch up with their competitors through a few strategies.
Valentino's baby.
So I don't want to like. I just want to see effort.
Next
I don't
year
wanna
it'll
see
be up
them
to
fold.
20 million next year.
Yeah, I just don't want to see them fold.
Fair.
yeah, I'd like to see a game.
Yeah. The only good news is that I stayed my whole fucking deck on Saturday because I didn't have to worry about watching the second half. That's good.
You're not even a fan. I watched the second half at least.
I didn't. I watched part of it and I was like, I've seen this game before.
Then the bandwagon started driving away, so he's like, "Well, fuck, see you guys later."
You know what? If-
I'm gonna
if-
stay in my deck.
If you
He
want
started that IU
He's like,
chat.
we got this one in the bag. Hoosiers, I'm gonna go stay in the
I've
deck.
been to like 15 road games and I've seen 2 wins. Like I'm not a bandwagon.
You know, it's like Major League when those guys have their hats turned inside out, and they start playing good, and they turn all their shit right
Get the
side out.
tarp out. It's over. Roll it. Cover the field.
All right, guys. Well, there's our picks and predictions of what's going to happen this
Nebraska 1912.
weekend. Yep.
I hope so.
Yeah, they need to worry more about the 1890 and get some more money in there.
Yeah, no shit.
All right, guys. Like, subscribe, share. Let us know what you think, or if we're stupid. If you don't care, let us know. Try to be a little less shitty every day. We'll see you next time.